Hi.
Hello.
Welcome to Two Tangled Skeins. It is May 31st, 2014. This is episode 67. I'm Sue, also known as Crafty Knitter 7.
I'm Lynn, also known as Toll Baby. Still not Kari. Hi.
She's my sub-host.
Somebody walked up to me at one point and said, "You're the one with the pug," and I was like, No, I'm not.
No, I'm the hand.
I don't do puppies. I do kitties, but not puppies. I'm just not a puppy person. I'm not a pet person, if we're honest. I don't like my cats. My cats are jerks. So, Ravelry group, Two Tangled Skeins. You can do the rest of them.
YouTube, the number 2, and then Two Tangled Skeins spelled out, and then our blog is twotangledskeins.com. So if you haven't joined the Ravelry group, come and join it. I'd like to welcome new viewers, and thank you for coming back for all the returning viewers.
Yes.
So I has a faux. Woohoo! Finished it like half an hour ago. My Saroyan is done. Oh, do I have the pattern?
Don't know.
Oh, yes I do.
Sorry. I'll hold up my end.
Okay, so this is the Saroyan.
That end. Sorry, it's kind of upside down.
So you can see it's got these leaves, and it's crescent shaped. That's what you call that, right?
Yes.
Crescent shaped shawl.
It's very pretty and so soft.
It's so soft. So this is the pattern. So it's a little bit messed up. So that's the pattern, the Saroyan, and it is by Liz Abinanti. I knit it out of Art by Anna Dream and DK. If you don't know about Art by Anna and her yarn, you need to go check her out. Art by Anna.
Bags.
Bags, yeah. This bag is what I was carrying it in. It's by her. And yeah, go check her out. I'll link her in the show notes.
Yes.
And
we talk about Anna a lot.
Yes, we love Anna. We love
We miss
Anna.
you.
Yeah.
She moved to Halifax a few months ago, and we don't get to see her as often. So.
Yeah. But she graciously, as you know, if you watched the podcast before, I ran out of yarn.
Right there.
And so I was in a panic, and I tried to use another yarn that I had, and it didn't work. And she had some Dream and DK left over, possibly the same colorway. It's close.
Yeah, it's not bad.
You can sort of see, but
once it's wrapped around your neck, nobody's going to notice.
You're not going to notice. So she sent me a little ball, so I just finished it.
I'm very proud of you, by the way.
Why?
A year or two ago, you would never have been able to
No, I would have never been able to knit.
She would have freaked right out.
This is what I have left.
Yeah.
So
thank you, Anna.
Thank you, Anna. That was knit on size 4 millimeters, which is a US 6. And I love it. It
shows off much better when it's folded.
Oh, okay, yeah, it does. So I have to block
because you can actually see the ribbing on the one side.
I have to block the bejesus out of it.
Yep,
and then
to make it big.
Perfectly.
Make it nice and stretchy.
But this pattern, easy peasy, like, loved it.
And she
loved it.
Another Gigantor like the Mara for the...
No, the Mara's not there.
The knit along.
No. Well, my knit along is actually the Tubular T, but I finished this. I've had 2 on the go. So I've already finished.
I haven't done any knitting
You need
since
to
I was
try
here last.
this. You need to try this pattern.
Yeah, I probably should. I've got
awesome.
like piles and piles and piles and piles and piles and piles of yarn. Thank you. So much yarn at my house. It's kind of
so that's my FO. What's on the needles? Do you want to go?
Sure. Well, this bloody thing. This is the French can. Crystal finished hers already.
I know. 22 days.
That's all I have to say to you, Crystal.
22 days, Crystal.
Oi. Well, she didn't take that long for the first 4 because she did them all within 2 months. There were 4 of them in 2 months. So she was doing about one every 10, 12 days.
And her aunt noticed the shawl at her wedding.
At the wedding,
and so she knit one for her.
Because they were bridesmaids' gifts. And then her aunt was like, "Oh, I really like that." So she knit one for her aunt, too. Did she even have time to go on a honeymoon?
Yeah.
They went on a short one, didn't they?
2 weeks? No,
was it 2
weeks? For 2 weeks.
Okay.
They went to Mexico.
So
this
is my French can. It's nothing exciting right now because I'm
love
still
the
knitting
color.
the body.
I
know, I like the body.
Celery.
Yes.
It's like a celery.
I know, it's one of your colors.
It's pretty.
This is likely going to be going to live with my mummy because I don't really wear shawls. I get really hot, so I generally tend to have sleeveless and, not a lot around my head. And even in the wintertime, it really bugs me. I usually have my coat unzipped. So it's probably going to be for my mummy.
If you wear a coat.
If I didn't wear a winter coat all year this year, and it goes down to like -30, -40 here. I was wearing a fleece jacket I bought at Giant Tiger in the fall, and I wore that all winter. I didn't need a winter coat, so yeah, I run warm and I don't spend a lot of time outside when it's cold out. So I've got that on the needles. This is Elsbeth Lavold Bamboul. It's 80% bamboo and 20% wool.
Bamboul.
Bamboul. I know. It's a really weird name. And I have 2 balls of this in purple that's really pretty too, so I don't know what I'll do with that.
Sorry, lost my ball of yarn. Oh my god.
So not going there.
And it's all tangled now.
I do not have a faux. I'm still working on Rob's sock. Basically because he arrived and I got no knitting done again. So at least I got past the heel turn. I'm about halfway through the foot. So I'm getting there. He might get them by the time we go down in July. The kids and I are going down for July 1st the whole week. So we'll be down there for 9 days. So I'll probably finish them before we go for that. This is going to be the last pair of socks I knit for a really long time because I've done, 6 pairs of socks now in a row. I don't wear them. Pretty much. I might make a pair for my dad. We'll see. Yeah. Depends how nice he is to me this summer. And the baby surprise jacket, I'm very sad to say, is being frogged.
Such a sad.
I can't get the math to work out. I've got exactly the right number of stitches on the needles, but I can't get the math to work out. I'm in that last section, the last 15 rows.
Oh, I don't understand.
I'm on row 85 and I've had to rip back to 81 like 4 times now because I cannot get it to work out. And quite frankly, I'm fed up with this stupid thing. It's not meant for anybody, so I don't care. It's being ripped out. Yeah, and my daughter can play with the yarn.
And you know what? As someone said to me on Instagram the other day, you don't want negative knitting.
Yeah.
Negative knitting is a no-no.
It's caused me too much stress at this point for me to want to continue it. And my daughter likes to sort of knit, sort of crochet. She's kind of lazy about following instructions.
But she's playing with yarn.
And structure, but she is playing with yarn, and I'd rather her play with yarn I don't want to play with than play with the yarn that I'm, happy with. Yes. So she will get that ball of yarn. She's getting a $30 ball of yarn.
Sweet! Thank you, Mom.
Really nice yarn. So be thankful, kid, because it's the last nice ball you're getting for a while. And that's all I've got right now. I haven't taken Zachary's sweater back out of hibernation. So
yeah, you and I both have a sweater in hibernation.
Yeah. How's Sean's sweater doing?
It's right there. I can see the bag.
That's progress.
That's it'll come out of the bag soon. Soon, because I'm hoping to have it for this winter.
Yes. Wear. Well, Zachary definitely has to have this sweater when it gets cold again.
What do I have on the needles? Since I finished my Saroyan, and last week I had finished socks. This is the Tubular T by Martina Beam. Her patterns are awesome. So basically, Tubular T, it's a tube, and you start off with a flat triangle garter stitch, then you join it in the round, and then you add, over here, you add your second color, and I'm on my 3rd color. So since last week, I have a marker right here. I've knit, hang on, let's do it this
almost
way.
all the green. And
all the green and the oyster.
I love the oyster.
So this is a kit. It's a polydactyl set by Miss Babs, and it's the Coffee Break colorway. So basically there's this color is the variegated yarn, and then she breaks it down so you've got the bluish green and the gray, and then I have the 4 other colors that are here. So it's all these 133 yards each, and it's a set. She sells them as a set. And she's done that for a couple other of Martina Beam's patterns.
She also did it for the Color Affection.
Yes, yes, she did Color Affection.
Actually, if you ask really nicely, she'll still do the Color Affection kits for you.
Oh, really?
Yep.
I don't ever want to knit a Color Affection.
I never finished
Mine's over there. You can kind of see it under all those balls of yarn. It's sitting there, and I haven't used it. I'll probably use it this winter.
It still reminds me of Laura's Secord Chocolate Mint.
My Color Affection?
Yes.
Yes. This is knit on 3.5 millimeters. I had started on a 3, and I didn't like the gauge at all. I had started with the oyster color on a 3. I'm noticing though, now that I'm knitting with the gray, because it was already knit, it's kind of, what do you call that, zigzaggy?
Yeah, it's a little wonky.
It's a little wonky, but it'll
lock out.
And I have one of my, you can see the stitch markers here. It is a Vintage Rose stitch marker from
you should switch them out every week.
I should. I should. I have the whole set.
Yes.
Winter is coming. If you don't
She
know
was so excited to get these.
Yeah, I've been wanting it forever. It's the first thing I wanted when we went to Maryland. I'm like, I've got to find Vanessa. I need my stitch markers. Found her, got them, and all was well.
It's like an addiction.
Yeah. I only wanted 2 things at Maryland, though, with the polydactyl set and the stitch markers.
And you were pretty good.
And I was good.
Unlike me, who came home with an entire herd of sheep.
Oh, well, you know. So that's a 3.5 millimeter, which is a US 4. And I absolutely love it. And that's all I have on the needles now because I just cast off that one.
Well, it's kind of like a bunch of little projects because it's just a little bit of yarn in each color. So it's really
exciting.
Yeah,
it's exciting.
It's almost like doing really nice start socks.
Yeah, so it's nice. And I mean, you knit 1 row, you knit in the middle, you increase, and then on the next row that you knit 2 together. So you're increasing and then decreasing. That's what makes it the how it's slanted.
Diagonal.
Yeah. So
Very
that
cool.
is that. What else?
Spinning.
Don't look at me. Don't look at me. I'm going to be getting my Bosworth spindle up this week. I'm going to start spinning.
Yay, good girl. I have been spinning and I finally figured out how to get the stupid thing off the machine.
It's gorgeous.
Yay. I was getting so frustrated with my old wheel. It's in a closet right now.
I'm going to put it up close so people can see.
Yeah, it's pretty thick and thin, but I mean, it's my first spinning. So.
It's really, really good.
This is Millie.
Oh, it is!
It's Millie. So this is Romney, 100% Romney, and we got the entire fleece. My friend Denise sold it to me a few years ago. She had ordered it, wanting a pure white fleece, and she wasn't happy with the amount of yellow in it. As you can see, it's coming in an off-white color. So I love it. It spins like butter, and I don't have any corkscrews. I'm so happy.
It's beautiful. So you've got that entire sheep.
Yes, that's my big sheep. I have a bunch of other smaller bits of sheep, but this is my one big. This is the entire fleece. I have a Louis Julia. I'm so spoiled. I got it from our friend Kelly at Just Knitting. If you haven't been to her site, check it out. It's justknitting.ca.
Yeah, she used to have a store and then she closed to do online only.
She used to work out of the Ashton store. She would sell yarn along with all the other stuff. It's a general store type thing out in the middle of nowhere. And I actually found it by accident one time.
Nice accident.
It was, but she wasn't. That was after she had sold it.
Okay.
Then she opened Just Knitting in Carleton Place, and that lasted for a couple of years. But the overhead was pretty high. It was right in downtown Carleton Place, and it was, pretty expensive for the amount of business she was seeing
she's
out there.
Got a good enough following that having an online store is fine.
Yeah. So now she runs the store out of her house. It's an online business. I believe she still has one of these left from the store.
Don't be telling me that.
It's expensive wheel.
I sold my wheel, and because the fit wasn't right. I was spinning, but the fit wasn't right. And the person I sold it to has been spinning like a dream. Like she.
Who'd you sell it?
I can't remember her rab name.
What was her real name?
Okay.
I know Crystal has Kari's, but
Crystal has Kari's, and she's been spinning like
I mean, she's just good at everything.
But my dream is. Was it Rhinebeck or was it Maryland that I tried the Hanson?
It was at Rhinebeck last year you tried it. It is pretty awesome.
So my dream is Christmas 2014 to hopefully have my little Hanson.
That would be awesome.
Yes, that would be awesome. I do miss spinning.
You could get an early Christmas present at Rhinebeck this year.
I could.
Because we'll be there.
I know.
We've rented a cabin in Phoenicia.
Will we be there long enough for that amount of a purchase, though?
Yeah, I think so. Because I think we'll be there 48 hours.
I think it's $800.
You might have to pay duty on the $50 because I think it's $750. I'll check the website, but I think you'll be okay.
So anything else I buy will have to go on their tab,
which is okay because I usually don't spend that much money anyway. I spent all of about $100 this year. And the nuts were a big hit at Mother's Day. Oh my God, people went crazy for these nuts. They were cinnamon spice nuts. And I bought pecans and cashews because they didn't have any. No, I got almonds and cashews because they didn't have any pecans left, which are my favorite. So I didn't eat them because that was not what they were intended for. I brought them to my mother's house for Mother's Day brunch.
Good.
Yeah, that's why I put them in the trunk so we wouldn't all be going all the way home. So I brought them to my mom's for Mother's Day brunch, and my aunts and my cousins and my dad all went nuts for these things.
Do they have those? Rhinebeck?
I've never seen them anywhere else. I mean, I've seen them at Super X and stuff like that, but not quite the same.
We should check out Rhinebeck, though.
We should, because my cousin's wife has told me that if I ever find those again and don't bring any back for her, she will hunt me down. So
note to self: bring nuts.
I was told that the nuts were A-okay, and I should bring more nuts whenever possible. So that's definitely something I'm going to have to look for again.
Cool.
So now, stitches.
Yeah.
We're hoping that Sue's going to be able to come stitches with us.
The plan is for me to go. I'm off work right now, so it all depends on what the doctor says. I'm not going to get into why and the reasons or whatever. So we shall see. My plan is to go.
Yes.
Things are starting to look better for me, so, you know, one day at a time, but, you know, the plan is to go. And stitches is when? August 7th to the 10th?
The 11th.
Oh,
Well,
the 11th.
technically it goes
To the Monday?
It's weird this year because they've got a Sunday-Monday thing going on this year.
Okay.
They're workshops, 2-day workshops, going on the Sunday-Monday. We're not going to any of those. So, we are...
The only show, the
reason we want to go is to hit the marketplace and see Sarah from Knitting and Color again.
Yes, now she's decided she's vending.
Yes!
The only class I wanted to take is how to learn to continental knit, and it's booked.
Yeah, I wanted to do the Beyond Beginner Crochet, and it's booked solid too. So
maybe in market class. I don't know if they'll do
they don't come out for another couple of weeks, so we'll see if there's any market sessions we want to go to. But for now, I'm not planning on taking any classes. I don't know whether Elizabeth is or not, but we're planning on driving up the Thursday and coming back either the Sunday or the Monday. So we will be there. If there's no podcasters meetup, we will set something up for around the. Sorry, this is Dougie.
Around the fireplace.
Around the fireplace thingy on the second floor. Because that seems to be the spot to do that. This, yeah. I'm actually going to take
it off.
Yes, because I want to show this off.
So speaking of Knitting and Color, I have stash.
Yes, you do.
Instagram is a demon. That's all I'm going to say. Instagram has enabled me to jump off my bandwagon of yarn diet, and I have got...
She's been shopping, like...
So I bought this. Isn't it pretty?
Oh, I should tell them about the texts too.
It is Knitting and Color, and it is merino, silk, and yak. It is so soft. So soft. So, I bought that. And then Sarah messaged me and said, so, do you want to do some advertisement for me on the show? And I'm like, sure. She's like, go on the site and pick out another skein of yarn, and I'll add that to your shipment. Well, I got me this. Look.
Do you know what that reminds me of?
That
white, gray, and orange thing you got from Miss Babs last year.
White, gray, and orange.
The Harley Davidson. Yeah, that one.
Oh, and I found a pattern. Okay, let's. I'm second yarn. So this.
We have ADD
it's actually beautiful. It's called the Bitchin' colorway. Because, you know, I had to have it, and it's 100% superwash. Oh, sorry, it's superwash merino and nylon.
Yes.
80-20. So I'm going to be knitting up.
I love all the little pops of neon color in it that are just really subtle. And
I'm thinking of knitting a multnomah with this.
That would work.
It's not too patterny, but enough pattern to just offset it.
Yeah.
And I enjoyed knitting the multnomah. So
unlike the Mara.
But I love my Mara now.
I know, you love wearing it, you just didn't love knitting it.
Soft. So thank you, Sarah, for the extra one, and I'm going to knit it up pretty.
Yep. The reason I took this off is because I wanted to show it off. I bought this in Maryland. I'm going to try to do this without showing my boobs too much. And it was
really nice.
I can't remember the name of the potter. I feel so stupid. But it was some local potter from Maryland. And it's so pretty. I just need to find a better cord for it because the hemp is kind of scratchy.
Go to Michael's.
Yes.
I should be able to find something at Michael's. Other things. We have the CAL going on from May 1st to June 30th. And there has been, I don't know if you've seen the FO thread.
Yes, you people are all overachievers and you suck.
I'm just like, holy cow, what people can do. And we still have a month to go.
It's not true. You guys have made some gorgeous stuff so far.
It's enabling because I've got so much more patterns in my queue now.
Well, it was like that one that I pointed out to you and you're
the
like...
rainbow like one,
yeah.
Right? I'm thinking of my Art by Anna Cake might look good in that pattern.
Probably, because that was gorgeous.
Yeah.
I can't remember who that was.
You guys are doing amazing, and there is going to be so many. There's still a month to go.
I like living with finish.
And just remember though, I had to let a couple people know that it's only 1 post per person. A couple people finished 2 in May. 2.
You can finish 50. Just stick them all in the same post.
Yeah, you only have 1 post per person.
Edit your post if you have any more to add.
Yeah,
we want to see them.
Yeah, it's gorgeous. So if you've deleted your post, go take that picture and put it back in your first post so that we can see it.
Yes.
Yeah. So what we have for prizes, we have yarn from my stash, which is Cattail Knits. And so she's cattailknits.com. It's Itty Bitty Sock in the Pamalicious colorway. It was a True Blood colorway. 50/50 superwash merino and tencel.
It's squishy.
It's squishy. It's just not me.
Is it a DK or is it a worsted?
No, this is fingering.
Really?
385 yards.
It's a heavy fingering.
Yeah. Yeah, I think it's a heavy fingering.
I would say almost close to sport.
Close, but
I think it's just poofed up.
Yeah, I think so.
Because it looks a lot thicker than fingering, but it's...
So, this is one. Another one is a set of my stitch markers. I make snagless stitch markers. I make some other varieties, but mostly I make the snagless ones. So whoever wins that can pick what a color bead they want on the actual metal ring. The third thing is a bag. Sorry.
Diane.
Bag from Diane, who is Freedom for You on Ravelry, and she is the Knotted Bag. That is her her shop on Etsy and on Ravelry. So she has a bag that she's giving us, and also a shawlette from Knit Designs, who is Tian, T-I-A-N.
Yeah.
Mash Pea Shawlette. She is donating that shawlette to one of the winners, somebody who wins.
And I'll have to knit one of those because she sent me a copy of the pattern.
Oh, nice. She actually sent me a copy of the pattern too. So that I just, you know, I saw the pattern, loved it, and said, would you like to donate one? And she said yes. And she goes, would you like a copy? Sure. What about Lynn and Carrie? Sure. I was like, thank you. So that's going on. So keep on knitting, keep on posting your finished projects. And as I said, 1 post per person. And we will draw for the prizes, whatever episode falls after June 30th.
Yeah.
Other notes, we have 682 members in the group. When we went on a little bit of a hiatus, a bunch of people left. We were close to 700 at that time. Yeah. We're back to 682. When we get to 700, I have yarn that I'm going to draw for a 700 member giveaway. So,
matter of fact, that Claudia hand paint that I brought over that went right down your shirt,
yeah,
that might be going in there.
Nice. So we will have yarn, and yeah. Like I mentioned last week, I'm a podcast junkie. I'm off work, so I watch a lot of podcasts, and that's how I got all this knitting done. So I'd like to mention, oh, there goes my ball of yarn again. Sorry. I'd like to mention another couple of podcasts that I've been watching. First, I want to thank the girls from Nerd Girl Knits. They mentioned 2 Tangled Skeins on their show a couple episodes ago. Thank you very much, girls. I'm watching right now Stashless, Retro Lemon, or Retro Lemon, I'm not sure how she pronounces it, Sword of a Knitter, which is really fun. He's really great. Josh Ricks, I think is his name, and I watch him, and I love it because he talks about all the teas he's drinking and stuff. Just One More Row with Dana and Brittany, I believe. That's an audio podcast. If you haven't listened to them, they're really good. I really like them. Let me see. Stockinette Zombies. They got some stuff going on in their group. You might want to join their group. And yesterday I just found Downseller Podcast, and I watched Twisted Stitches. So I will link all of these in the show notes like I did last week. So go check them out, and yeah.
What's the thing going on Knit Girls right now?
The Knit Girls is Stash Dash.
Right.
So try to knit 5K between May 23rd and August, I think, is 7th.
And you can take that to meet 5,000 yards, 5,000 meters, whatever you like.
It's 5K, which is 5,400 yards.
Yeah.
And that includes knitting, spinning, weaving, crochet. And once you spin, you count your yardage, and then when you knit it, I think you can count your yardage again. So go check out the Knit Girls.
That's awesome.
I think so. I'm not sure. So go check it. The rules are kind of...
They're pretty inclusive.
They're playing with the rules.
Yeah, they're pretty inclusive.
I missed my socks by 2 days. I should have bound them off on the day it started, but oh well. It's like, this is going to be like 900 yards, so that's going to be a start. Yeah, so they have Stash Dash going on, so go check that out.
Yeah, because they got some awesome prizes.
They do. They do. They get awesome prizes. Besides that, I think that's it.
I think so.
Yeah. So, happy everything crafting, and we'll see you next week. Bye.